I dipped 3 fingers in white paint and gently swiped them across the shoe. Just like that, the Adidas logo was born. The reason I did this was simply to set our brand apart from Puma, the company my brother started. Back in 1924, I was just an ordinary shoemaker obsessed with developing athletic shoes every single day. I dreamed that one day, the world's greatest athletes would run in my shoes. But back then, people didn't care much about sports. Back then, he was willing to spend money on a pair of athletic shoes. One day, my brother Rudolf showed up with his face all beat up. He told me that from now on, I would make the shoes and he would sell them. Turns out Rudolf had just been fired from his job. On his way home, he ran into a co-worker who had mocked me, and Rudolf got so mad, he got into a fight with the guy. Seeing how determined Rudolf was, I felt my own fighting spirit ignite. We decided to team up and build something big. But production required capital, and the bank wouldn't give us a loan. Rudolf was a businessman with plenty of sales experience. He almost convinced the bank manager, but once the manager saw the shoes, he turned us down. He thought our shoes were too light and thin and believed they would fall apart after just a few wears. Back then, soccer balls were heavy and bulky, so shoes needed steel-reinforced leather at the toe to protect your ankles. But I firmly believed people needed these lightweight shoes to truly feel the ball. The bank manager said the whole point of soccer was to score goals, and my flimsy shoes weren't fit for playing. We left empty-handed, but Rudolf didn't give up. The next day, Rudolf loaded up a cart full of athletic shoes and went out selling. He visited track fields and soccer fields, introducing the shoes and letting people try them on. Sure enough, every athlete who wore them gave a thumbs up. By the time Rudolf came back, every single pair was sold. In just 2 days, we sold 273 pairs. With that money, the first Adidas factory was quickly established. Our business kept growing. Before long, almost every athlete in Germany was wearing my lightweight shoes. Rudolf wanted me to go back to the bank with him to negotiate a partnership, but I wasn't good with people and didn't want to go. That's when my wife stepped up and went in my place. To our surprise, she actually secured the loan. 10 years later, Adidas was selling 200,000 pairs a year. We had gone from being laughed at to becoming giants in the German footwear industry. One day, my wife suddenly asked me if I could make shoes this small. I instantly understood what she meant and swept her up in my arms. The next day, Rudolf's wife said to him that whenever people talked about Adidas athletic shoes, it seemed like I was the one who did everything. Rudolf said he didn't care, but deep down, resentment started to build. Then one day, we were discussing the National Olympics. Rudolf wanted to curry favor with the Nazis